are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to One Crack News. And you won't be disappointed. Now, let's get into this. What's up, Richie, John? Have you ever dated someone who, whether male or female, it's all your preference? You ever dated someone who just bought things they didn't need? What's up, Casey? Tell you firsthand, almost every girl I've dated was buying things they didn't need. I, on the second hand, was buying things I didn't need. I think I need this, though. It's my second one in 2 days. Keep buying laptops. Because I'm too lazy to unplug the laptop and take it into the other room. So now I'm going to have one for every room. So every room I go into, I'm going to have a laptop set up. That way Tubby going to have a hard time tampering with me again. Don't worry, Tubby, I got you. Oh, this one blue. Ooh. Had to do that. Had to do that. So anyway, most people would say, you don't need a laptop. You got one. You got two. You got three. How many more you want? See, no, don't kiss and tell. Not at all. But I was great. But no, that's beside the point. Now let's get back to what we were doing. Now, let's get back to the gist of everything. Now, here's the situation and how it all played out. Now, on the other hand, you have one girl who I was dating who had an obsession with buying shoes. Now, I know you probably had a girl that bought some shoes. This goes outside the line of I'm buying some shoes. She had an obsession with buying shoes. Like, for real. Like, I didn't know it was this bad till I actually got inside her house in her bedroom. We always was at hotels. At my place once. Besides that was hotels. Only because I live so far away. I love dating chicks that don't live by my house. Don't they all? Exactly. So I'm dating a girl that don't live by my house. So because of that, I have to drive all the way out, and we would normally meet out because I worked that way. We would all frequent party, hang out, go to the bar, club, whatever, and go to a hotel. Never really seen their house until, months and months. And next thing you know, I'm at her house. And when I first time I've been in her house, I was just waiting in the living room. I never went in her bedroom. Then, We end up smashing in the bedroom at her house. I'm like, bet, saves me money on a hotel. I come in there and I'm like, trip. Oh, she was like, oh, this is my shoes. It was only like 3 pair of shoes. I'm like, oh, okay, 3 pair of shoes, not a problem. So I said, well, let me put my coat up. Put my coat up. I opened the closet and I literally saw where I got clothes here on the hanger. There's no clothes on the hanger. The whole closet is like full of shoes. They're not even stacked together. Like you would have to go in there and play, like, okay, I got a yellow one. We got to play the match game to figure out what pair of shoes went where. She had a system of knowing where her shoes were from playing this match game. But I'm looking at this as a disaster. And it's not like she was a messy person. Her house was cleaner than mine. And my house ain't that clean. No, she had a shoe buying fetish. She had 4 brand new boxes of shoes that she's had for like 3-4 years. She never wore them. She just bought them in case she want to wear them one day down the road. And I knew then this obsession we can't go further. I can't go further with somebody with an obsession like that. That's dangerous. Basement was the shoe carnival. I know, and I was telling her, I'm like, you got to get rid of some of these shoes. She's like, I am. That's why I got them in there like that, because I'm just gonna end up giving some to my niece and all of them. They can come over and wear them and stuff like that. Because I'm like, I don't know. She kept buying more. I'm like, stop buying shoes, and I would roast her over them shoes over and over again. She's like, you buy DVDs, and that was my thing. I would buy DVDs like crazy. And I would buy DVDs to movies that were like terrible. Oh, Kittle agreed to a 5-year deal to stay with the 49ers. I knew that was going to happen. I see your comments, Michelle's daughter. I know you've been gone for a while, so you gotta work your way back up. You on punishment. And you said, why would I care? It's not my money. Well, it's the same thing as why would a woman care what a man is doing that she's supposedly dating? You see that as habit forming, a bad habit. Now, if you dating a guy who collects baseball cards and little miniature football men and keep buying them, she might see that as a sign to say, let me stay the hell away from him. If the house was on fire, he'd let me die to save them doggone men. He'd be the flames. She'd be out. The flames. He'd be John Elway, number 7 rookie. I'll be back. leave her burning. And be like, oh, I forgot. She was in there. So I got my DVD. I had a DVD collection that's way bigger than what you've seen on that wall. My DVD collection was huge. Like, I had to start getting rid of them. I have to realize I'm buying things I don't even need. I'm like, I didn't even like this movie like that. What the hell did I buy it for? Just because they had a sale. And I would go in there and get previously opened package. It's on sale. It's on sale. And buying it, I'm like, man, I didn't even watch this. I got DVDs I didn't even open. Just bought them. Just in case one day I want to watch it. Yep. So when they brought that up, one girl had to make me aware of it. Sometimes it takes an outside person to bring things to your awareness that you might notice and see, but you ain't gonna really fix it or do anything about it until somebody on the outside say something. And I'm like, you're right. This has got to go. So I start selling all my DVDs and getting rid of them. Like I was down to like my essential DVDs. Like I ain't letting these go. But I got rid of my Sopranos box set only to buy it again on Blu-ray. So it makes more sense. I'm gonna buy what I want until I'm married. No man will tell me what I need. Michelle, that's why you not married. The man saw all that stuff and said, "You don't need all this. I ain't nobody gonna tell me what I could buy." All right, I'm out. He gonna be like, "You're right. Goodbye, Michelle." He's out the door. He out the door. Man, you basically telling the man right now, marry me if you want some problems. That's all he heard. That is all he heard. Marry me if you want some problems. And he said, bye bye. He was gone. So, what do you collect, Michelle? What do you buy a lot of? You could be right. I'm always right. I already know what Gavin's problem is. His wife is going to break up with him immediately over John Madden football. Shoes, handbag, and candles. Oh God! Don't mention candles. Remember, I was got out of there quick, fast, in a hurry, dating that one chick who basically lit up every candle in the world. When I walked in there and it looked like a seance, I was like, "Is your power out?" I'll tell you, I was not prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for that at all. I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. I'm looking at all of that and like, this is crazy. You know, I remember that video. I lived there. I'm just glad I survived. I thought this was a setup. I'm like, it's gonna be a 6 point star on that bed. I got to start looking for something right now that I can grab and use as a weapon because I ain't comfortable with this at all. A love spell, I don't know. She was crazy too, so it all panned out. Crazy meets crazy. So Richie, yours is video games. So what is it that a girl that you dated or a man who you dated for women or whatever, y'all might be doing the same sex thing, I don't know. But whatever the person you were dating, what was it that they had or was buying that you felt they didn't even need? You said you could delete it anytime. wigs, shoes. It seemed like shoes is the number one thing. I knew a girl who dated a guy who kept buying Jordans. He kept buying Jordans and she was pissed. She was real pissed because they didn't have any space in that apartment. And they were getting complaints by the neighbors because he kept buying Jordans. He's like, these shoes are worth this much. This shoe, you can't wear them. She was tired of it, man. I don't know if we worked together. So I don't know what happened there as far as. I don't know what happened. His name was Tony. Tony would tell you. That's why when I did that shoe thing, I was talking about Tony. Tony and them Jordans, man. He was shooting. This the cream strawberry North Carolina threes. Smell the opening of the box. Look at that. Get a whiff and close that back up. Can't wear these ever. Man, I'm telling you, it was nuts. Watching him do that was nuts. Tony, to him, getting something new all the time meant this was just the best day for him. The best day in the world. He just loved getting something new. That's why Michael Jordan said he wore new shoes every game because he wanted that feeling of, getting the new shoes every day. He liked that feeling of getting the new shoes, opening them out the box. I dated a girl like that. I seen them dated all kinds. Where I didn't care. I had no sympathy, no empathy for all the soft, mellow drama stuff. I'd be like, here, it's your birthday. Yeah, here your card. Here your gift. No, she cared about the presentation. She wanted wrapped. She wanted a little bow on the top. That stuff mattered. If you did it the proper way, it would be appreciated in the proper format. I started doing the presentation thing. I started giving people gifts, presenting it in a nice fashion for certain people. For kids, I just give them a gift bag. I just get a gift bag, put the gift in the bag because they just gonna rip it up, and kids don't care. You buy a kid a gift. Now, while I'm fixing up the new laptop, just because I'm lazy, I said I gotta get another one. Well, that's different. This time it's on that side. Oh, this is a lot smaller than the one I got here. Well, at least it does its job. And now I'm spoiled by this one. I did have a better one, but the other one didn't have touch screen. I like to touch the screen. How much memory I got? I don't download nothing. I don't need a lot of memory. I think it's the 14 one. See, it's a little small, just a little bit. Is it fast? I'm fast. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, I dated a girl who collected some dolls. I forgot what kind of dolls they called, but she's too grown. I'm like, you in your 30s. She collect these little dolls, and she's like, no, a lot of girls collect these dolls. I guess it was like through family or something. You know those dolls that look like Annabelle? It's like they not exactly like that, but it's similar. I don't know what those things are scary looking. Then somebody came out with a movie that was similar to that. It was a horror movie with a woman just she was a ghost and she take your tongue out your mouth and everything else and you be gone. Who's the dummy? American Dolls, is that's what they call? I don't know, but she had a collection of those things, and I'm just like, I'm like, she want me to sleep with her, and these dolls just looking at me like dead silence. That's the name of the movie. And that movie was out during that time. And that came out, and then with them dolls, I was like, them dolls is out of here. It's either me or the dolls. Here's my coat. All right. I was out. She's like, my dolls. Oh, you? Here's your coat. You ever date a chick that the female friend you just wanted to throw a right cross to? Gosh. Woo. Buying things you don't need. And this doggone friend with this mouth. Oh, I'm like, no man would ever date you. And you okay with that because you just want to live off everybody else and leech off their life. Boy, she was annoying. I'm getting mad thinking about her. Her and that finger. Gang, gang, gang. Cause see, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm like, man. I'm like, if they told me, look, you get one time to punch, I'd be, can I punch her? Just once. She'd be fixed. That's what she just needed a right cross, and that would have fixed her altogether. I'm just joking, all the female activists, and they waking all them up. I'm not joking. I mean, I'm not kidding though. That I did want to throw a right cross, and not completely. I'd be, oh, so this happened, that happened, yeah. Crack, right in the middle of the top. Yeah, these are guest jeans. Guess what they are? No, I had the girl with the crazy cats. She had like three of them. Then she went and got another one. Now she got four. Then I was like, "You gonna be the old lady with the cats?" Gotta keep them down, keep them found. No, it ain't small. It's the guns is large. That's all. Guns, baby. Gun show. He brought the guns out. Only guns you gonna see from me on a video. Unless I'm in a shooting range. I ain't messing up my channel. Yeah, we just saw that. I'm happy for him. Well, my thing is this. You got to find the right situation for yourself. Date the right women. You know, people buy things they don't need. You know, some things you can live with, some things you can't. Because when you guys live together or you guys are moving in together, when women date, they're already thinking about family. Some of them think about, is this a guy I can live with? And one thing when you move in with somebody, you're not moving in and getting more space. You're sharing space. So now your things that you used to do in your house, you know, your house don't expand when you buy stuff. You're just putting more things in it. And it becomes smaller, smaller, and smaller. And then people feel like they're surrounded and about with clutter and things that they don't need. Me, that's why I always try to go to Goodwill and donate clothes and put it into my different charities that we have set up. So I always go and do those things, and give back. So I don't have a recycle of things. Plus, I don't like have a clothes frenzy thing where I gotta buy clothes. Like it's like, who are you trying to impress now? Those days are over. Cigarettes. So you dated a girl before who smoked too many cigarettes. I've dated a smoker once, like in a relationship with a smoker. Broke rule number one. And I mean, that's not rule number one, but it's one of my rules, dating a smoker. We got a rule. You can't smoke in my house, can't smoke around me at all, period. So now you look at what everybody else is doing and what everybody else is getting, and you say, look, everybody else household and how they do it is they thing. And she's like, no, I don't. I'm like, I don't know. If you smoke a cigarette, you ain't finna be kissing me. That's another rule. You smoke a cigarette, you ain't gonna be kissing me. You gonna have to use mouthwash or whatever. I'm not kissing no dragon breath woman. You're not gonna be smoking around me. So this was a consistent problem. First, it was okay, agree to all the rules, this and this. Then down the road, just the consistency of having to bend their wheels around me was not working out. Well, she wasn't a chain smoker, but I always try to hit her with the guilt. Look how much money you done spent on cigarettes. But then she'd be like, well, look at you. You spent all that money going to the movies and all that stuff. I don't say nothing about you. So she gets extra defensive, but so it didn't work. But I already knew that cigarettes was just going to be the half of it. She had other vices, and those things end up taking her down. Then they love to say, well, why did you date me then? I was like, because I was trying to sleep with you. Not be with you for the rest of my life. We're not gonna be together long. Just having some fun. Till I find a chick that don't smoke. Couldn't tell her that, but oh my god, I never forget it. The toe ring. She used to wear foot jewelry, which I thought was so tacky. I was like, that looks disgusting. What do you mean you don't like my toe rings? No, I'm like, what are you, Alibaba or somebody? Like what? She had this doggone toe rings, and I'm like, that looks terrible. She had a bamboo gold bracelets. I guess she was having flashbacks of being in Egypt. She thought she was back in Egypt and she was ready. Until buying all that toe jewelry. Old Toby Maguire over here and stumbled and broke her doggone toe. It was so simple. Going up the steps. She was do. What happened? I banged my foot on the toe. Oh, ow! So she went ice down, trying to ice her toes down. Her toes, she had a crack in like two of the toes. I don't know what she did and how she came down on it, but she broke down. They was it looked like a big thing of sausages. Like two toes, like they were just mashed together, like they was like joined by the hip. They were so swollen. Her feet was so swollen. I felt so bad for her. Them two toes in there. So the ring was tearing her because it was so swollen. That ring was like, we ain't going nowhere. We staying right here. We don't fold. No, hold it down, son. So now her toes she's in even more excruciating pain because she can't get the toe rings off. So I had to take her to the hospital, and they said, well, we got to get something to get that toe ring off because your feet's going to continue to swell. We're trying to ice it down to get it off. So they was lubing it up, trying to see if they could just pull it off without tearing up the ring. They eventually had to tear up the ring. And I told you, I was like, see, this is why you don't need that toe ring. This is the perfect excuse. I thought of every 1,000 reasons to get you to get out of that toe ring. Now you see, if you break your foot, you can't get out of the damn toe ring. Oh, Toby Maguire. Oh man, I had so much fun with that. It was so much going on. It, I told you so. I wore that toe ring thing out. Probably why I ended up getting kicked out. Like, can't come over no more. All right. I told you so. This is totally a bad idea. No, we wasn't gonna go toe to toe. She couldn't go toe to toe with me. Absolutely. So I'm gonna get out of here and get some things done. Set up this new laptop.